All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Friday, where we have not one, not two, but we have 3 games for you tonight as we continue with Week 14 of our current NFL Sim season. And the schedule for tonight will kick things off with the San Diego Chargers playing at the Dallas Cowboys, an interconference game. And then we'll have an AFC West contest between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. And then we'll have an NFC West contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. More on those games when we get there. This game coming up first, it'll be the Chargers and the Cowboys. The Chargers come in with a 7-6 record. If the playoffs were to start today, the Chargers would be the 5 seed in the playoffs. They have to win in order to hold on to that spot. You don't want to lose. Not with the Jets, Buffalo, chasing you in the AFC for that final wild card. In the NFC, the Cowboys come in at 6-7. Dallas comes into this week 2 games behind the Redskins, 1 game behind the Giants in the NFC East. It's a weak division this season as the Redskins lead it with an 8-5 record. Dallas, though, if the playoffs started today, would not be in. And the Cowboys coming into this week have 3 teams in front of them: the Giants, Vikings, and Tampa Bay. So Dallas has to win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. Let's take a look at the standings as we have them for you right now. Gracie is 78-81, 3 games under 500. She's taking the Chargers tonight. Rasputin is 15-12. Rasputin will not be here tonight. He's visiting his father, but he gave me his picks. He is 15-12, 3 games over, and Rasputin is taking the Chargers. Evil Data is 103-78. We don't know his pick yet. Penn and Getty is 31-24. Again, we don't have his pick yet. Misty is 85-73. 12 games over. We don't have a pick on her. And Stormtaker is 1-1 whenever he shows up. And let's see, Kickin is still 16-21. He hasn't picked in about almost 2 weeks now. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head out to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, for this one. Chargers Cowboys here at Jammin' Sports. A few minutes early, but that's okay. Welcome into AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Chargers and the Cowboys. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Penn and Getty wants the Chargers in this one. Evil Dead wants the phone Chargers as well. We just don't have Misty's pick yet. We'll find out who she wants when she gets back in. Chargers at 7-6. The Cowboys at 6-7. Dallas will kick off. We're underway live from Big D. It'll be fielded at the 3-yard line, bringing it back out for the Chargers on the return. Trying to pick up the number. That was Marcus Lattimore, who brought it out to the 31-yard line. And that's what the Chargers will have it 1st and 10. Stephen Gardner, the quarterback, in his 8th year out of the University of Houston. So the Chargers get the ball first. Chargers trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. They need to win. But the Cowboys, they equally need to win big time. 1st and 10 from the 31. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Looks downfield, looking. Throws it deep. going for it all in the first play of the game. Jump ball, and it's caught, and break it away for the touchdown. Aaron Randolph, 69 yards. Gardner just threw it up for grabs. And Aaron Randolph out-jumped the defender. They both just sat there, waited on it. It was Bobby Kirby who couldn't make the play for the Cowboys. And on the first play of the game, the Chargers, a 69-yard touchdown catch, and they take a 6-0 lead. That didn't take long. A lot of people still getting to their seats. Tyler Hines for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Chargers lead at 7-0. Off to a fast start. 7:45 left in the first quarter. I mean, Gardner was a wing and a prayer. He just threw it up there. And that was all Aaron Randolph. The ball was actually underthrown. So it takes the Chargers one play. And now they'll kick off to Dallas. There's the kick. From the 16-yard line on the return. Bringing it back, number 28, Darryl Porter, third-year defensive back out of Miami. First and 10, Dallas. They're led by their starting quarterback, Kurt Starr, the rookie out of Air Force. Dallas will start from their own 30-yard line. First and 10. Already down 7-0. The first of 3 games here on this Friday night. So settle in here to Jammin' Sports. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looks. Starr throws deep. And it's batted down. Broken up by Darius Banks, the 11th year defensive back out of Oregon State. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Penny Getty here early on. On 2nd and 10, they hand off to Sam Baxter, the 13th year back out of USC, and Baxter only gets a yard before being tackled by Verlin Wells, the 6th year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Dallas at their own 31-yard line. Cowboys come out 3 to the near side. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking. Starr throws near side and caught down the sideline. Big catch by Nick Stevens, the tight end, out to the 48. A gain of 17 and a Cowboys first down. Nick Stevens in his 8th year out of Tennessee. Verlin Wells tried to make the tackle, but he couldn't hold on. And Stevens gets run out of bounds. First and 10 from the 48. Misty and Gracie are back. They brought me some tea. Thank you. First and 10. Caught by Stevens. And Stevens out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Dallas first down at the Charger 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, 3 to the far side. Misty, I need a pick for you. Chargers or Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay. Misty going for the Cowboys. Throws it outside to Baxter down the sideline. And Baxter out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Chargers scored on the first play from scrimmage. A 69-yard touchdown catch by Aaron Randolph. And now this is Dallas's opening possession. Moving it down the field. 2nd and 7 from the Charger 39. Starr fakes the handoff. Throws, and it's picked off. Verlin Wells back to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers, going the other way. Verlin Wells in his 6th year out of Oklahoma State. .554 left to play here in the first quarter. Chargers will start at their own 34-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun, 3 backs around him. Gardner fakes the handoff, looking. Gardner throws deep and incomplete. Looking for Jim Roush, the ageless one. Couldn't hold on, he was double covered though. Pass was broken up by Bobby Kirby, 6th-year defensive back out of Florida. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. And on 2nd and 10, they throw out to the 38-yard line, where it's caught by Jacoby George, a gain of 4 yards. George in his 3rd year out of Miami. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Chargers at their own 38-yard line. Chargers come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun, 3rd and 6. In motion is Colson. Gardner looking, throws, and caught underneath. And Aaron Randolph out to the 48 of Dallas. A gain of 14 yards. And that'll be another Charger first down. Under 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Chargers trying to capitalize off the interception. 2 backs in the backfield. Gardner fakes the handoff. On 1st and 10, throws outside. Caught by Ben Ruth, the 4th-year tight end out of Texas. First and 10 for the or actually 2nd and 7 for the Chargers at the Dallas 45-yard line. 3 wide to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Now they shift. Gardner looks. Gardner, and he's going to get sacked back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. Sack was made by Vincent Tubbs, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Eastern Washington. And that'll bring up 3rd and 14 for the Chargers at their own 48-yard line. 5:25 or 4:25 and counting here in the first quarter. That's all you got? That's all you got? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 3rd and 14. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner throws near side. Caught, turning upfield with it. Ty Colson, the rookie out of Florida. He only gets out to the 47 of Dallas. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. And the Chargers will not capitalize off the interception. They'll have to punt. We have an injury timeout. Back to punt, Mark Erickson in his 13th year out of Alabama A&M. Erickson gets the kick away. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So that's where the Cowboys will take over. 1st and 10, 3:59 left in the first. Down 7-0. Kurt Starr will come back out to lead the offense. Rookie quarterback out of Air Force. We have the Broncos and the Seahawks after this. And then we'll have the Falcons and the Rams. 1st and 10 from the 20. Starr looking. Starr throws underneath and caught by Blair Gibson, the 4th-year tight end out of Georgia Southern. A gain of 7 out to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 3 for Dallas. On 2nd and 3, Starr in the shotgun. Starr hands off to Baxter. And Baxter out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And that'll be a Cowboy first down. 3:20 and counting. 5 wide for Dallas on 1st and 10. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking, throws, gets it out. Charlie Marshall on the catch, out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. I told her to. On 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line. They come out in the I formation. Starr to Baxter around the outside. Baxter trying to get the corner, but the Chargers are there. Just a 1-yard gain. Bobby Bolton, the linebacker, came up, made the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. .222 and counting here in the first quarter. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Starr under center on 3rd and 1. Starr gets sacked. Coming in quickly, number 94, Thomas Gore. A 4-yard loss back to the 37-yard line. Gore, the third-year defensive tackle out of Georgia Tech. I don't think he was ever blocked. It'll be 4th down. Might want to put a hat on him. Anthony Meyer will come in to punt for the Cowboys. The rookie out of Winston-Salem. Meyer gets the punt away. From the 12-yard line, on the return, Marcus Lattimore gets out to the 16. Still a 7-0 ball game in favor of the Chargers. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Chargers come out 5 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back, throws near side, and caught by Ty Colson out to the 22. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. A minute 30 left in the first quarter. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, tries to get outside. No gain, as the Cowboys defense is right there. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 from the 22-yard line. One minute left in the first. 3rd and 4 for San Diego, 5 or 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks. Gardner throws and caught coming across. Marcus Lattimore out to the 29. The 5th-year back out of Tulsa. The 3rd eldest of the Lattimore brothers, and that'll be a first down for the Chargers at their own 29-yard line. Kerry Rule, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 11th year out of UTEP. Gardner under center, 1st and 10. Gardner throws near side, caught by Ben Ruth. And Ruth to the 31-yard line, gain of 2 yards. The 4th-year tight end out of Texas. Homecoming for him today. And I don't think they're going to get the playoff in time. At the end of 1, Chargers up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. We go to the second quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Chargers at their own 31-yard line, leading 7-0. Gardner to Lattimore. Breaks through, and Lattimore across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 12 and a Charger first down. I pre-ordered my copy of College Football 27 today. I'm not sure of the official release date, but I will get my copy on July 2nd. Automatically downloaded. Digital copy. 1st and 10. Gardner hands off to Lattimore up the middle. Out to the 49, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. So looking forward, I decided I will do another college football season. We'll start that up late July probably. Second and 4 for the Chargers. 4 receivers set wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore to the 47-yard line. A gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Big third down coming up for San Diego. Chargers come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner to the up back. The fullback gets the carry. That's Vince Clark, the rookie out of North Texas. Homecoming for him today. He picks up the first down out to the Cowboy 45-yard line. North Texas University is located in Denton, Texas, just north of Dallas. 1st and 10. Gardner under center from the Cowboy 45, 4 wide. Gardner hands off. Nope, play action. Looking. Throws outside. Caught down the sideline by Lattimore down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We have an injury timeout on the play. I think Lattimore got shaken up. He goes to the sideline. Marcus Fields is the backup. That'll stop the clock. 6:09 left. Next week, Dallas will host Washington, and then the Cowboys will finish the season at Kansas City. I'll tell you about the Chargers here in a second. 2nd and 1. Gardner hands off to Marcus Fields, who's checked into the game. And that'll be a gain of 2 yards, and that'll be a first down. Marcus Fields in his 2nd year out of Stephen F. Austin. What about the Chargers' last 2 games? Well, let me look it up. I'll tell you right after this play. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Gardner under center. Gardner looking, throws down the middle, and caught. Right down the middle, Aaron Randolph down to the 13-yard line, and that'll be another Charger first down. He caught the touchdown earlier, the 3rd-year receiver out of Maryland. All right, the Chargers next week will host the Raiders in what could be a big game in the AFC West, depending on what happens later on. And then the Chargers will play at Seattle, and that could be a big game as well in the AFC West. 1st and 10 from the 13. Chargers up 7-0, trying to make it a 2-score game. Gardner looking. Gardner throws, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock for the moment. 5:12 left in the half. 2nd and 10 from the Cowboy 13-yard line. Chargers come out, single back. Everybody in tight. Gardner fakes the handoff and rolls right into a sack. Loss of 8, back to the 21-yard line. The sack was made by Thomas Watts in his 7th year out of Tulsa. It'll be 3rd and 18, back at the 21-yard line. 5 minutes left here in the first half. The clock is moving. Three to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. 3rd and 18. Gardner drops back, looking, throws deep, caught, touchdown. Jim Roush, the ageless wonder, a 21-yard touchdown catch for the 18th year tight end out of Navy. 45 years old, still catching touchdowns in the NFL, even being double covered. The man is a freak. And the Chargers go up 13-0. He has announced his retirement, though. This will be his last season. Tyler Hines for the point after. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Chargers lead at 14-0. 4:42 left to play here in the first half. Here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead likes that, as does Penn and Getty. They both took the Chargers. Everybody but Misty took the Chargers tonight. 4:42 still remaining in the first half. Tyler Hines will kick off. Hines. It goes to the 15-yard line where it's fielded by Gibson, Blair Gibson, who brings it out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 30. 4:39 left in the half. Broncos Seahawks after this. Falcons Rams after that. Dallas takes over at their own 30 in the I formation. Starr under center. Starr looking, throws quickly. A one-handed catch by Nick Stevens, the tight end, out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 11. And that'll be a Dallas first down. The 8th-year tight end out of Tennessee, a one-handed catch. First down, Dallas. As we're slowly coming up on 4 minutes left in the half. Cowboys come out, Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking, throws underneath. Stevens again, crosses midfield and gets out to the 45-yard line. It's a 14-yard gain. Another Dallas first down into Charger territory. .355 and counting. Cowboys come out, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Starr in the shotgun. Starr draws back. Starr throws near side, and it's caught by Stevens. Out to the 39, a gain of 6 before being escorted out of bounds. Bring up 2nd and 4. He was escorted by Ashley Morrison, the 8th-year safety out of North Texas. Another North Texas guy. 3 to the far side. Starr in the shotgun. 2nd and 4. Baxter in motion. Starr throws to Baxter in the flat, but he's going to get nailed for a loss of 4 yards back to the 43-yard line. Reading the play beautifully, Darius Banks, the defensive back. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Dallas. At the Charger 43-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Cowboys. 3 to the near side. Starr in the gun. Starr looks, throws, and caught by Nick Stevens down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 19 and another Dallas first down. Dallas finally has a drive put together here, trying to get back in the game. They're down 14-0. Dallas fighting for their playoff lives. They can ill afford to lose another game. They come in with a 6-7 record. 1st and 10. Starr looks. Starr throws downfield and incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 2:35 left in the half. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys at the Charger 24-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looks, throws, caught. Making the catch, Charlie Marshall down to the 19. A gain of 5 that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Charlie Marshall, the 5th-year receiver out of Fresno State. 3rd and 5 from the 19. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Starr looks, rolls out, and throws it away. Couldn't find a receiver. It'd be 4th down. And now the Cowboys will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt by Robert Riker to get the Cowboys on the board. Riker in his 2nd year out of Iowa. Kick is up, and it's good. Cowboys get on the board, but the Chargers still lead it 14-3. 2:02 left to play here in the first half. We have the 2-minute warning coming up, probably after the kickoff here. Robert Riker will kick off for Dallas. Cowboys still trail by 11. There's the kick by Riker. From the 5-yard line, bringing it back. This is Marcus Lattimore. Actually, it's not Lattimore. It's Drew Coleman, the rookie out of Florida A&M, on the return. Out to the 29-yard line. And that's what the Chargers will take over with 1:57 left as we officially hit the 2-minute warning. Both teams with 3 timeouts. 5 wide, empty backfield. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks. Gardner throws deep. And it's almost caught by Aaron Randolph. He was broken up at the last second. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 1:54 left in the half. Chargers come out. Everybody in tight. Single back. Gardner under center. Gardner throws and caught coming across is Roush out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Charger first down. Nobody taking a timeout as of yet. 4 wide for San Diego. Gardner looking. Gardner throws down the middle and caught. Aaron Randolph again down to the 41-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 19 yards into Cowboy territory. Gracie's happy. Her phone chargers are winning. Say hi.
Hi. Evil Dad and Penny getting the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. 4 wide for the Chargers. Gardner looking. Gardner throws and caught. Oh, it's dropped. Jacoby George had it and dropped it, trying to adjust to catch it. Shorty left. You got to be fast. That'll stop the clock with 54 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 41. 5 wide, 4 to one side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks. Gardner looks. Throws deep down the sideline, and he had a man open, and he underthrew him and threw it away. Yeah, Ty Colson open down the sideline. That'll stop the clock with 48 seconds left. 3rd and 10. Chargers at the Cowboy 41. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks. Gardner throws deep. And it's caught by Jacoby George down to the 16-yard line. The 3rd-year receiver out of the University of Miami. First down Chargers at the Cowboy 16-yard line. Chargers about to score again. .42 seconds left to play here in the first half. 1st and 10. Chargers come out, single back, everybody in tight. Gardner under center. Gardner drops back, throws, dumps it off to Roush. And Roush to the 8-yard line. A gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Chargers finally take a timeout with 38 seconds left here in the first half. Second and 3 from the 8-yard line. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Drew Coleman. And Coleman to the 7-yard line. Chargers take a timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Drew Coleman, the rookie out of Florida A&M. 3rd and 1 for the Chargers now at the Dallas 7. We're into our late afternoon games here in Week 14. The 4:30 starts. 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. 3rd and 1. Gardner looks, throws, and caught by Roush down to the 2-yard line, a gain of 5, and that'll be enough for the first down. First and goal, Chargers at the Dallas 2. 19 seconds. You better get up there. They're not taking a timeout. And they finally do. That boy. Now they have to take the field goal attempt. That was some wasted seconds. Tyler Hines will come on. This will be a chip shot. A 19-yard field goal attempt with 4 seconds left. They could have ran up there and ran a play. Hines from 19. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Chargers go up 17-3, back to a 2-touchdown lead. Two seconds left to play until halftime. Chargers lead the Cowboys 17-3. San Diego at 7-6, Dallas at 6-7. If the Cowboys were to lose, they would not yet be eliminated, but they'd be very close. Hines will kick off. From the goal line, bringing it back for Dallas. I'm surprised they risked the return. Jamal Banks brings it all the way back to the 33. We go to halftime. Chargers 17, Cowboys 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We go to the third quarter here in Week 14. The Chargers lead the Cowboys 17-3. Dallas will get the second half kickoff. We're underway. From the 14-yard line, a short kick, bringing it back on the return. Darryl Porter out to the 30-yard line. First down, Cowboys. Kurt Starr will come back out. First and 10 for the Cowboys. They'll start at their own 30. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Penn and Getty here tonight. First of 3. 4 wide. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking. Starr throws, and it's incomplete as it bounced off of John Prater, the rookie out of Stephen F. Austin. Tomorrow, it's going to be a weird schedule for me, but we'll be on tomorrow. I'll explain right after this play. Second and 10 from the 30-yard line. Starr under center. Starr to Baxter. And Baxter tries to get outside. Picks up 2. Make it 3 out to the 32-yard line. Tackle made by Jerry Watkins, the fourth-year linebacker out of Troy. It'll be 3rd and 7. We'll be on at noon tomorrow, Eastern time, with a doubleheader. We'll wrap up Week 14. And then we'll be back in the late afternoon, evening, and start Week 15. 3rd and 7, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Cowboys go 3 and out. We'll be on at noon Eastern tomorrow with our Sunday night and Monday night games. That'll be Green Bay at Tampa Bay and Washington at Oakland. Back to punt, Anthony Meyer. And Meyer gets the punt away. And that'll be fielded at about the 17-yard line and brought back by Lattimore to the 21. And then at 7 Eastern tomorrow, Stephen Gardner, some highlights. At 7 Eastern tomorrow, we'll have at least 2 games. We'll have the Ravens and the Rams and the Bills and the Jets. We'll start Week 15 tomorrow night. We'll finish up Week 14 tomorrow afternoon and start Week 15 tomorrow night. We'll probably throw some hockey games in between. So there you go. And then on Sunday, we should be able to get 4 games in at a regular time, maybe a little bit earlier. 1st and 10. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. Ben Patton came up, made the tackle. 4th-year safety out of Kentucky. Chargers lead at 17-3. 2nd and 6 for the Chargers at their own 25. Gardner looking. Gardner throws and caught by Ty Colson out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 12, and that'll be a San Diego first down. 6:35 and counting. Chargers come out. Everybody in tight. Single back. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore picks up 4 to the 41-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Ty Stanley, the rookie linebacker out of Michigan, on the tackle. 6:12 and counting. Chargers come out 4 wide, single back on 2nd and 6. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks, throws, near side, and dropped. Aaron Randolph dropped that one. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6. He was open. Kerry Rule was descending upon him, but he dropped it. 3rd and 6. Chargers at their own 41. 5:56 left in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws and caught across midfield. Making the catch, Jacoby George. And that'll be a gain of 11. Into Cowboys territory at the 48-yard line. Tell you what, San Diego, even though they're only up 17-3, they've been dominating this game. Cowboys can't stop them. They can't get anything going. 4 wide for San Diego from the Dallas 48. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner still looking. Throws near side and caught by George again. A gain of 3 to the 45. Tackle made by Thomas Watts, the defensive end. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line. Four wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Roush in motion. Gardner back, throws deep, and dropped. Ty Colson couldn't hold on. He was covered pretty closely there by Bobby Kirby, the defensive back. It'll be 3rd and 7. Charges at the Dallas 45-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Roush in motion. Gardner looks. Gardner throws and caught by Roush. And Jim Roush to the 33. Gain of 12. And that'll be another Charger first down. Jim Roush, the longest tenured player in the league, 18 seasons. He's a tight end. Everybody in tight. Gardner on the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and the Cowboys stack him up. A 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the Cowboy 32-yard line. Chargers just eating up a lot of time on this drive. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 32-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore around the outside, inside the 20, and Marcus Lattimore out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A gain of 25 around the right side for Marcus Lattimore. 1st and goal, Chargers at the Cowboys 7-yard line. Bobby Kirby forced him out of bounds. 3:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Chargers can make this a 3-possession game with any type of score here. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore again. And Lattimore forward progress down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Chargers trying to bounce back from that devastating loss to the Giants last week. Giants just had their way with them. 2nd and goal from the 4 wide. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. Touchdown, Chargers. A 4-yard touchdown run by Marcus Lattimore. Chargers go up 23-3. Cowboys are just embarrassing themselves today. Ever since Dallas lost to the Falcons on Thanksgiving, they've just not been the same. Hines for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Chargers lead it 24-3. 3:21 left to play in the third quarter. If the Cowboys lose, they'll be 6-8. And then we'll have to entertain Washington next week, who leads the division, and then play at the Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs got throttled yesterday, they're still playing, or they're still alive for a playoff spot. I don't think a team that's 8-8 is going to make the playoffs. Hines will kick off from the 15-yard line. On the return, oh, look at this, bringing it back out. A nice return by Darrell Porter out to the 41-yard line. And that's where Dallas will have it, 1st and 10. 3:17 left here in the third. So tomorrow we'll have 2 games starting at noon Eastern, and then 2 more games, at least 2 more games, starting at 7 Eastern. 1st and 10 from the 41. Starr hands off to Baxter, trying to get outside, and Baxter picks up 3 to the 45-yard line and bring up 2nd and 7. Gilbert came up, made the tackle. Arsenio Gilbert, the rookie out of Ohio State. We're down to 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Chargers up by 21. Cowboys got to get back in this game. Starr in the shotgun, 2nd and 7. Starr to Baxter, and Baxter picks up a yard to the 45, and it'll bring up 3rd and 6. Broncos, Seahawks. After this, we'll be up in Seattle for that one. Then we'll have the Falcons and the Rams. We'll be at SoFi for that one. 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line. Starr in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Starr draws back to blitz, and he tries to throw it to Baxter. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. A well-timed blitz by the Chargers. .221 left in the third quarter. Back to punt. Anthony Meyer. Meyer gets the punt away. Fielded and fair caught at the 12-yard line by Marcus Lattimore. And that's where the Chargers will take over. 2:15 left here in the third quarter. Some highlights. Aaron Randolph. That was the 69-yard touchdown. Jim Roush, his touchdown catch. Chargers' third touchdown came on a run by Marcus Lattimore. Chargers up by 21. Will start at their own 12. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner end around. They try to be fancy as they hand off to Ty Colson, but it was read beautifully by the Cowboys. Thomas Watts came in, made the tackle. A loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Back at the 9. Under 2 minutes left to play now in the third quarter. 4 wide for San Diego. Gardner in the shotgun. Throws down the middle and caught by Jacoby George. A gain of 6 out to the 15-yard line. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 6. A minute 35 and counting. Chargers come out 5 wide, 4 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. 3rd and 6. Gardner throws, and Roush can't hold on. Broken up by Benjamin Patton, the safety. Nice attempt by Roush. It'll bring up 4th down. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Mark Erickson back to punt for San Diego. And the kick is away. 1 second, Penighetti. I'll answer that for you. Bringing it back from the 47-yard line out to the 49 of the Chargers was Darrell Porter. All the way back in sim season number 1, in week 2, the Bears beat the Lions 92-7. I kid you not. That's a 99 total points. That's the most a single team has scored. Combined, I'm going to have to research that. Actually, I know the answer to that. Starr throws near side, incomplete. The highest combined score happened 4 seasons ago with the Buccaneers and the Vikings. The Vikings won the game by a score of 58-51. I was looking up this game the other day. 109 points. Evil Dead remembers that shootout. 2nd and 10. Nick Stevens down to the 37-yard line. And that'll be a first down. Cowboys down to the Charger 37. Evil Dead remembers that game. They were scoring like every other play. And the Vikings pulled it out. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looks. Starr looks. Starr gets sacked. Back at the 41, a loss of 4. Bobby Bolton on the tackle. 9th-year linebacker out of Memphis. It'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 41-yard line. If I'm not mistaken, let's see, this is 37. I think it was in sim season 33. It'd be Tampa Bay at Minnesota. 2nd and 14. Starr under center. Starr throws and caught. Making the catch, Jerome Stewart down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But that's going to do it for the third quarter. Chargers up 24-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. 3rd and 5. Dallas at the Charger 33-yard line. Starr looking. Starr throws and caught. Nick Stevens, the tight end, down to the 15. A gain of 18 yards and a Cowboy first down. Coming up to make the tackle, number 34. That's James Granger, the 11th-year safety out of Texas. Chargers will host the Raiders next week and then play at Seattle. Those could be 2 crucial games in the AFC West. Starr, 1st and 10. Starr throws and throws it away. The Chargers could still conceivably win the AFC West. They would have to beat the Raiders, beat the Seahawks, of course win this game, and hope Seattle loses their remaining games, and the Raiders would have to lose. It could still happen. 2nd and 10 from the 15. Starr under center. Hands off to Baxter. And Baxter inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Oh my gosh, they were down 29. I went back and watched the last quarter of that game. I think it was this morning. Couldn't believe it. 3rd and 5 from the 9-yard line. Starr looking. Starr throws. Back of the end zone. Is he in? Touchdown. Dallas. John Prater in the back corner of the end zone catches it for the touchdown. They might review that. Now, did he get both feet in? I don't know. So we're going to take another look. I think he did tap the toes. I think that's going to count. Right there. That should stand. Ruling on the field stands. So the Charger lead is now 24-9. A 15-point lead. And now Robert Riker will come on for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. Chargers lead by 14 now, 24-10, with 7:01 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. I don't want to see another Saints-Philadelphia game. Can the Cowboys come back? Robert Riker will kick off. That was something else the other night. From the 3-yard line on the return, this will be Donovan Harris out to the 22-yard line, the rookie out of Virginia Tech. Stephen Gardner, not a bad day. 21 of 29, 270, and 2 touchdowns. Evil Dead subtly reminding me, don't predict, just call the game. Okay, I'm with you. I got you. Leave the predicting up to them. They are the professionals. Don't attempt this at home. 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking, throws, and incomplete. Kerry Rule, it bounced off his helmet as he was covering a receiver, the linebacker. 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. 6:54 left. I don't know if you saw last night that beatdown the Giants had on the Chiefs. That was unexpected. 2nd and 10. Gardner throws deep, and it's knocked down. Kirk Grove, who's playing his former team. Grove, the 11th year defensive back out of Youngstown State. He spent 10 years with the Chargers. Now in his first year with Dallas, playing his former team. It'll be 2nd and 10, or 3rd and 10 for the Chargers now. At their own 22, they come out 4 wide. Gardner looking. Gardner throws deep and caught. Aaron Randolph. Boy, he's been making clutch catches all day out to the 40-yard line. 38 yards into Dallas territory. I mean, that's clutch. A great pass by Gardner hit him on the dead run. Great adjustment on the ball. First down, San Diego. Clock continues to move. 6:25 and counting. Everybody in tight. Gardner under center. Gardner end around. Hands off to Ty Colson. Turns upfield to the 30. A gain of 9 to be 2nd in inches. We're coming up on 6 minutes left to play. Dallas can't come back if they don't have the football. They got to get a stop. Gardner in the shotgun on 2nd down. Hands off, no, throws quickly underneath to Roush. Misdirection play. A gain of 8, gets the first down. Big tight end. 18 years out of Navy. Coach on the sideline going, how is he still playing? 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner, the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 17, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. .5:15 and counting. Chargers have it at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Roush in motion. Gardner looks. Gardner throws. Incomplete. Back of the end zone. They'll bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the Dallas 17-yard line. Chargers are going to be 8 and 6 in pretty good shape if they win this game. I don't know if they'll win the division, but it wouldn't surprise me if they make the wild card. 3rd and 5. Gardner looking, throws, and incomplete. Looking for Roush. It'll be 4th down. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt. It'll put the Chargers back up by 3 scores. Tyler Hines from 34 yards. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Chargers lead it by 17, 27-10. With 4:52 left to play in regulation. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14. Jammin' Sports. Cowboys going to fall to 6 and 8. Not officially done, but I don't think Dallas is making the playoffs. Don't make your playoff plans now if you're a Cowboy fan. Hines will kick up from the 14-yard line. Jamal Banks on the return and out to the 34-yard line. 3rd-year receiver out of Nebraska. 1st and 10 from the 34. We'll have the Broncos and the Seahawks after this. We'll head up to Seattle. Starr in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Starr looking, throws deep down the sideline. High arcing pass, and it's caught. That's Jerome Stewart down to the 31-yard line of the Chargers. Stewart, the 6th-year receiver out of Texas A&M. And now the Cowboys come out 5 wide at the Charger 31. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking, throws, dumps it off. And Jerome Stewart again to the 23, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Cowboys trying to make it a 2-score game if they can get a touchdown. Even a field goal makes it a 2-score game. 4:22 and counting. 2nd and 3 from the Charger 23-yard line. Starr gets sacked back at the 32. A loss of 9. Sack made by Jerry Watkins, the 4th-year linebacker out of Troy. Actually, Bobby Bolton. I thought it was 55. It was 59. The 9th-year linebacker out of Memphis. And that'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Cowboys. They're sacking a lot less now. I modified the sliders. We're still going to get some, but it's not going to be as many. It's not going to be like 12 a game. 3rd and 12 from the 32-yard line. Starr in the shotgun. 4 receivers wide. Starr looking. Starr got hit as he threw. Gets the pass away. And they're lucky it wasn't picked off. It was broken up by Ashley Morrison, the 8th-year safety out of North Texas. It'll be 4th down for Dallas. They kind of have to go for it. Down by 17. Cowboys come out 4 wide on 4th and 12. Starr in the shotgun. Starr draws back. Starr throws and caught by Jerome Stewart down to the 16. A gain of 16 and a Cowboy first down. .325 and counting. Cowboys go to the no-huddle offense. 3 to the far side. Starr in first down. Throws, dumps it off. Caught by Stewart, down to the 10. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tackle made by Ashley Morrison again, the safety. We're down to 3 minutes left to play. Cowboys down by 17. 2nd and 4 from the 10. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Starr looks, throws to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Jerome Stewart. A 10-yard touchdown catch. And that will make the score 27-16. An 11-point lead. With 2:46 left. Dallas makes it a 2-score game again. Robert Riker for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. It's now 27-17. A 10-point lead for the Chargers. I wonder if Dallas will onside kick at 2:46 left. They probably will. They're down by 2 scores still. Broncos Seahawks up next. Robert Riker will kick off. Easy for me to say. Are they going to onside kick it? I think they are. Here we go. Riker for the onside kick. And that's going to be fielded by Randolph, Aaron Randolph, at the Cowboy 46-yard line. 2:45 left. Now the Charger offense, all they need to do is just ground it out here and finish this one up. Dallas trying to get a stop. Chargers trying to get to 8-6 and increase their playoff chances. But they have 2 monster games coming up. Raiders and Seahawks to finish out the season. Everybody in tight. Gardner under center. Single back. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. Nothing fancy there, but Lattimore gets taken down. A 1-yard loss. That's Ty Stanley, the rookie linebacker out of Michigan. Be 2nd and 11, back at the 47-yard line. 2:35 and counting. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Gardner under center, single back. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and the Cowboys are there again. No gain. Leading the charge, Ty Stanley once again. It'll be 3rd and 11. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. And the Chargers face a 3rd and 11 at the Cowboy 46-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Gardner looking. Gardner still looking. Gardner throws near side, throws it away. The Cowboys force a 3 and out. Chargers will have to punt. Cowboys with 1:54 left in all 3 timeouts. They're down by 10. They have to score twice. Mark Erickson back to punt. Erickson gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. It's out of bounds at the 10. So it's a 36-yard punt. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 10-yard line as Kurt Starr comes back out. Well, if the Cowboys get a quick score, it gets interesting. Chargers trying to hang on. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Starr in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Starr looks. Starr throws near side and caught by Jerome Stewart out to the 15. A gain of 6. He gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. 1:44 left. Tackled on the sideline by Darius Banks. 2nd and 4 from the 15-yard line. Four wide for Dallas. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking. Starr throws and caught by Nick Stevens out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 9. And the Cowboys take a timeout with 1:40 left. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Chargers up by 10. Four wide for Dallas. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looks, throws, dumps it off to Nick Stevens. And Stevens out to the 33, a gain of 9. Clock is moving, 1:30 and counting. As Banks makes the tackle again. 1:21 and counting. If I was Dallas, I'd take a timeout. 3 to the far side. Starr throws, caught by Stevens, picks up the 1st down. A gain of 6, and the Cowboys take a timeout with 1:12 left. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. On 1st and 10 from their own 39. Starr looks. Starr throws it deep. And it's caught. Charlie Marshall down to the 21-yard line. A 40-yard gain to Charlie Marshall. And now the Cowboys, they're not taking a timeout. 52 seconds left. 1st and 10. Four wide at the Charger 21. Starr looking. Starr looking. Starr throws and throws it away. Incomplete. 41 seconds left. Be 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Can the Cowboys score? .41 seconds left. Four wide. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking. Starr looking. Throws deep. Back of the end zone. They call it a touchdown. Nick Stevens. 21 yards in the back of the end zone. I don't know about that. I want to see a review on that. They're calling that a touchdown. They might overturn that. That second foot. Woo, the heel came down. I'm sure this will get a review. There it is. I have to agree. I think he's out. Yeah, that second foot came down out of bounds. His heel. Okay, one. And then that heel. Well, maybe he did catch it. Nope, they're overturning it. It's overturned. No touchdown. It'll be 3rd and 10. Back at the 21-yard line. 35 seconds left. Cowboys come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Starr in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Starr looks. Starr throws deep to the end zone again. Jump ball. And it's caught by Jerome Stewart on the deflection. 21 yards. No doubt about this one. And that'll be a Cowboy touchdown. It was deflected right into his hands. Let's watch it again. He was in the right place at the right time. Oh boy, things just got interesting. Now 27-23. Dallas will kick the extra point. Riker will come on. And now the Cowboys are going to have to kick an onside kick again. Riker for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. 27-24. Just 29 seconds. Dallas has to recover the onside kick or this one's over. Well, the Cowboys are making it exciting down the stretch. They're still, I think, I don't know. They got to, let's see. Let's not say anything until the onside kick is over. And now the kickoff. Takes a nice bounce, but it's scooped up by the Chargers. Aaron Randolph, they have the hands team up there. 2 more snaps and this one's over. Dallas is going to come up short on their comeback. The Chargers will go to 8-6. Dallas will drop to 6-8 on the season. And Dallas all but out of the playoffs. They're still mathematically alive. Updating the standings as we speak. The Cowboys still have a timeout. Chargers will draw to within a game and a half of Seattle. Gardner takes a knee. And they'll be a half game behind the Raiders. One more snap and we are done. Then we'll head to Seattle for the Broncos and the Seahawks. Gardner will take one more knee. Cowboys out of timeouts. They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. Well, the game ended up closer than we thought it would be. Final seconds will tick away. Your final score: San Diego 27, Dallas 24. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Broncos Seahawks up next.